Okay, so let's talk about what we need at the sewing machine. So first of all, I have my stack of design boards that I've showed you in the cutting, that I have them all cut. If I have a small enough block design that I can lay out on these small design boards, I'll go ahead. This is the pin cushion. It's small enough to fit on this 10 by 10 board. And so I go ahead and lay that out. If the block is larger than that, then I will use my larger size and lay them out according to how they're going to be sewn and in order, so that I can see if I like the contrast of the fabric, if I like the colors together, just to give it one more audition before I go ahead and sew it together. Sometimes that stops a lot of mistakes, but you can see that it won't work. And a lot of times, after setting this up, I will just put it a few feet away from me, look at it, make sure that I can see every piece of fabric against each other well, and then I'll go ahead and start to sew. So then I will put this next to my sewing machine. I will have pins to pin the seams, a pin cushion or a pin bowl, small scissors, and I like to use this fill thread in my machine and as well as in my bobbin. It's a nice thin thread, and when you're sewing small segments like this, I like that it does not add bulk to my seams. I also use a seam ripper so that I can unsew. I have either a small mat and a ruler and a cutter, or a larger pair of scissors to snip off my easy corner triangles. And you don't need both, either one will work. And then for my seam allowances, I like to add my Seams So Easy guide. It has 3 lines right here. The center line lines up with the needle, and then there's a 1/4 inch measurement on each side. And I just use some washi tape to tape it to my machine, and I will show you how I do that later. But I like the washi tape because it doesn't leave a residue, and I can just pull it up to change my bobbin or for traveling or whatever I need to do. And typically I usually have a small ironing board and an iron next to my machine. And now I'm ready to sew.